or even bring it across because this is just the hallway.
Today I'm feeling leaps and bounds better than I was yesterday. Jeff, Jay's brother-in-law, and my dad came down here and kind of found a way to make this work. What I imagine happened is the original owners put this wall in and then roughed out a bathroom, only to realize that this bad boy was going to make it so that they couldn't make a door here. And they realized that they would have to completely tear out all of the work they did, and they said, it's not worth it, we're just not gonna have it. So here's our solution to that. On the floor, we've taped out where all of the rooms are gonna go that we're gonna build. Now, as you can see, the bathroom is gonna be a lot bigger. It's this side and that side up to this double taped line right here, which means this wall has to go bye-bye for that to work. This way it can be a full-size door right here, just at the base of the steps of the basement, and then it can be a lot bigger. And no one's ever complained about a bigger bathroom. Now we do have room here for a 24-inch door. So Jeff said that we could rough out a closet space and put a little linen closet here, because then it doesn't really matter if the door is small. We'll have another closet on the other side that goes into unfinished space of the laundry room and utility area. This is also a better layout because then we won't have to do anything with this drain, the house drain. We can keep it exposed, and there is where the toilet would have gone, but as you can see, that would have been kind of unsightly. So I think this layout actually works a lot better than the original design, and I'm still pretty pumped for it. We knew we were gonna run into problems when we started, so I'm glad that we got the first one out of the way, and now all I have to do is go work on the first floor. So I'm going to be painting the ceilings all day today. I'm gonna change into my paint shirt, and I'll meet you upstairs. Coat is finished in here. I am so excited to never, ever see this ceiling pink again. There is no reason this ceiling should be anything but white. Please take note for your own homes. Also, I know I did a pretty rough job around the edge, and I know that professional painters everywhere that are watching this are cringing, but the reason I did it is because we're going to paint all of the walls as well, and I wanted to make sure that I got all of the creases so that I don't see any of that pink in the middle of it. So I brought it down just a little bit, like half an inch, some places a little bit more, but when this is all gray, it'll look great. I'm also going to pull out all of the trim in here because right now, let me show you, it is completely covered in pink, and I am not going to paint over that because I think that looks stupid. Since we're replacing everything else in this room, I'm gonna get new carpet, which means I don't have to protect them when I'm painting. And then I'm going to paint this windowsill, but then replace this trim as well. And yeah, that'll be good. I'm not 100% sure yet if I want to change this blue in the bathroom. It actually doesn't look half bad when the ceiling isn't painted that color as well, so I'm going along the edges, being much more careful than I was in my studio. And in the meantime, Jay is outside slaving away on the deck. How's it going?
Deck's been power washed and hosed off, but there's still some spots that are pretty dirty. Like, you can see where I dripped a few here, and you can tell the difference.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the old.
It's looking great. It looks much better than when we originally got here. I had a feeling we'd probably have to go over it a couple of times.
The railing is a lot better. The railings are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So those look pretty new. Just need to be sanded. And some of the spots that splintered, and you kind of bring up some of the fuzziness of the wood.
Sure.
So we'll sand that down, and then hopefully within the next few days, once this is nice and cleaned off, we get some of these dirty spots here, we'll be able to stain it out.
For sure, weather permitting.
Yeah, weather permitting.
It's now day 5, and the painting is still far from over. However, to add a little variety, this shot's at least slightly out of focus. So that's new, right? That's different. Oh, I ruined it. Unlike my studio space where we didn't care about the carpet, I am keeping these hardwood floors, so I'm pulling around this tiny, pathetic tarp that's a little bit too small for the room, but it still works. I spent most of the night listening to audiobooks while I did this, and dare I say it, I actually had a little bit of fun, and before I knew it, it was all painted. So I rode that high right on into the master bedroom and gave those ceilings the same treatment, including going around the edges, taking it down about 1/2 inch just to make sure I would never see this hideous pink again. And I know you're probably thinking that I'm a really negative, angry person right now. I don't know what it is about this particular shade of pink that can make me so irrationally angry at a color, but the bottom line is I don't like the person I turn into when I look at this color, so it needs to go. Done and done. Now I just have to paint the kitchen tomorrow. Oh, I got paint on the lens. It's the next day and I am not super pleased with myself right now because I forgot my paint shirt and I don't want to ruin this shirt. I still need to finish the second coat in the master bedroom. I need to finish the second coat in Jay's room. And then today I had planned on painting the ceiling in the kitchen, but again, so angry at myself. So what I'm gonna do today instead is prep the walls in my studio so that we get those ready to paint. I'm gonna remove all of the old trim that has that pink color on it. And then I'm going to tape the upper rim of the kitchen because remember, we're keeping that room brown. We're not painting that whole room, only the ceiling. So mad at myself. So here we go. We are starting to tape the room, and is that really what my hair looks like from the back? Name that movie. I got all of the trim taped off and the entire perimeter of the ceiling, and then I went and did something like this. Yeah. There are some moments in life you just do something incredibly dumb, and if you're lucky, you caught it on film and you get to play it back and laugh at yourself later.
Try switching your position. Yeah, like that. There you go. Still not working? Have you tried hitting it? Yeah, like that. Oh, you did try that? Oh.
I need my hammer, so looks like the trim is staying for tonight, but this was not a wasted night. I got my studio space all taped up, I got Jay's study all taped up, and I got our master bedroom taped up, so everything is ready to be painted. Now, I need to get this trim off tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go shopping for carpet. Today started off a little frustrating. All we've been hearing for the last week is how we're in a drought, and we have been for about a week, except for the one day Jay decides that it's time to stain the deck, and within an hour of him starting the deck, it started raining. So that's a little bit of a setback. We'll have to assess the damage after it stops raining and when I get over to the house and just see what we're gonna have to do from there. And then of course we'll have to wait an extra 48 hours now before we can stain the deck again, if we have to strip it or anything like that, just because you don't want to trap that moisture in there and have the wood rot. So that's not the news we wanted, but it is the news we received. So I'm going to try and cheer myself up by going to the Home Depot and picking out some new carpet for my room, and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm only putting new carpet in my studio space. I'm gonna leave the other two rooms that pretty hardwood because it's the original flooring of the house, and I think it looks really good, and I think it'll look even better when I refinish it. Or I might mess it up. I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. I ran out of painter's tape right as I was taping up the 3 rooms so that I could paint them. And I swear, you guys, every single time I'm hitting a stride with something that I'm doing, whether it be a project that I'm right in the middle of or Jay with his deck, every time we are hitting a stride, something happens. Something goes awry, and it's only been 2 weeks. So 2 more months of this, and we'll see if I'm still even partially sane by the end of it. But anyways, let's go over to the carpet section and pick out some carpet. This was my first time vlogging in a department store, and I forgot that Midwesterners have a bit of a staring problem. But I made it to the carpet section, and I brought my paint swatch to color match. Look, I like this, but not brown. I think I found the one.
I've never felt this way about a carpet before. What's happening to me?